Players are in the tunnel, and the game between Hastings United and Jersey Bulls is just moments away. It's bitterly cold here down on the south coast, but that shouldn't put the Bulls off as they aim to get those games in hand under their belt and to climb up the league table. Should they secure 9 points from those 3 games, they would be pushing for playoff positions. Well, that's got to be the aim for the Bulls, who today, as always, will be led out by their skipper, James Carey, who waits for the referee, Mr. Lamping, to signal for the players to come out the tunnel. Well, of course, today it's England against Jersey, and if we go back in history, we go back to the days of Hastings and the battle with Harold against the Duke of Normandy, William. And of course, until the 13th century, Jersey very much looked to the Duke of Normandy as the king. So today, how will this battle unfold? Just over 2 months ago, both these sides played in the FA Trophy back at Springfield. The Bulls winning 3-1 on that occasion, with goals from Barlow, Carey, and the returning on that day, Lorne Bickley. Well, the players are on their way out now, making their way out for a really interesting afternoon. How much the weather will play, we'll see. There's rain forecast, but the Bulls will be playing again in a windy and wet South Coast venue. It's Pilot Field, or the Pilot Field, the home of Hastings United. Players line up, just waiting now for all the pre-match rituals, for the skippers to do their bit. The handshakes, the fist pumps, probably not too many high fives. And the Bulls today got a busy fixture list coming up before Christmas, although this is one of the few games that they'll play on the road. Well, last Saturday, who can forget the win in front of a packed-ish Springfield, over 1,000 watching as the Bulls sneak to victory in added time in the 90, with Ryder Santos stepping up and adding the Bulls' second. Well, for the starting side, the home side, captained again by Freddie Legg, who was captain on the last occasion, but only one other player started that day, and that was their number 11, Finlay Chapman. Coming in from the bench in the 3-1 loss was George Taggart. For the Bulls, of course, captained by James Carey. And we expect to see the returning pairing of Carey and Campbell in the middle, Johnny LeCain at right back, and Jay Giles at left back, who of course is celebrating a birthday today. As we're told, is turning 30. So many happy returns. And can he deliver the present that not just those who've travelled over to the Pilot Field to watch the Bulls, but those watching back at Springfield at the Blue Room. A big shout out to you. Now, assisting Mr. Lamping today is Peter Andrews and Greg Walker, none having far to travel, all from the Sussex area. Well, formalities are pretty much over and kickoff is imminent. Pretty old stadium here, but a full stand behind the dugouts, although not full in terms of numbers, but potential to host a big crowd for those that are brave enough this afternoon to come out and weather the storms and the winds and the wetness. Although dry at the moment, it will be Hastings United, the U's as they're known, to kick off first. Well, ball's rolled off the spot, but we are underway. Long ball forward. Looking down this right-hand side for Legg. Skipper is going to pile his trade down this right-hand flank. Early throw for Hilden. Hilden just looking for a runner. Gets one, but the gloved Adam Trotter gets there first and flicks it forward, looking for Bickley. Again, Hilden in the action. The ball swept forward. Leg now. First touch for Van der Vliet. He comes off his line and then potentially could have picked that up, but decides to just put it out. Maybe he thought momentum might carry him outside the box. And another throw for Hilden, who going to look to launch this one into the box. The ball's just defending this around the penalty spot area. Hilden now with a launch. Flicked on, bouncing around. Kere clears. And another throw. Chance for Hilden to reload. Here he comes again. Another long ball, looking for that near post, looking for the flick on. It's going to be first corner for Hastings United, the U's. And it looks like it's going to be Taggart. He will go and collect the ball from behind the goal. A very grassy area here. Very old-fashioned type of stand and ground. As he prepares to swing this one in. The U's starting to make some movement now in the box. Looking for the far post. Van der Vliet comes and collects and claims well. Good confidence from the big stopper early on, who launches it, looking for Carvalho. Little touch from him, but it goes awry, and it will be a U's throw. Chapman can't keep it in. Chance for Corsten to throw it short to Mace. And now the ball's trying to pick it up. Missed kick by Trotter, and McCain goes home. An interesting start. Both sides just taking their time to settle. Van der Vliet can clear. Flicked on by Carvalho. Dos Santos jumping. Kilshaw goes across. Trotter gets there, but just nicked away from him. Now chance to square it to Legg. Legg now takes it on. Campbell's trying to get across. Legg now into the box. Legg with a shot, but Campbell does get their shot again. Far post, well, onto the roof of the net. And it was a real chance for the U's there. Wouldn't have mattered. The flag has gone up near side. But the pace there of Legg, who gets past Campbell, he gets back and he blocks it. The cross comes in. It may well have been Stone arriving at the back post there. Wouldn't have mattered. Flag was up. Birthday boy on the ball, launching it forward, looking through the middle. Dos Santos chests it down well. Now Bickley, can he take it on? Just can't quite get it from underneath his feet. And the U's clear. Well, better from the Bulls, and it all starts from Jay Giles with a long searching ball. Looking for Dos Santos, who's got such athleticism. Jumps Jordan-esque. Giles again now. Dos Santos flicks it on. Saunders is there. Then missed clearance, missed kick, in fact, by the skipper Legg. Picked up there by Stone. And he has to go back to a Syke. Plays it short, plays it into trouble. Bickley squares it. Dos Santos now, well, makes up for his mistake, a Syke, but the Bulls still have it. Coming forward, Carvalho on this near side. He's going to run against Hilden. Hilden does really well. Stops him in his tracks, and they bring it away, the U's. Oh, the Bulls nearly gifted a chance there, and then ball is given back by Taggart. Legg picks it up, looks to try and switch play, but McCain is there, and Kere will go back. You can already see that this pitch, this grass pitch, is very bobbly. It's a little bit of a slope here, going across the goal from this near side to the far side as Giles again looking for the run. Trotter flicks it on. Carvalho, can he get in? Carvalho can. He's into the box. Can he square it? Anyone arriving? Trying to get there is Leki Mamati, who just loses his footing. Good play by Johnny LeCain. Nice little switch inside. Kilshaw again dwells on it perhaps too long. Gives enough of it for the U's to break. Legg again showing too much of it to Trotter. Trotter doing well under pressure from Legg, who's not given up. And then Kere forward again, and the head again from Hilden. Hilden tries to clear it, but he gives it to Bickley, who turns away from goal. Trotter now. Giles again. looking to play the ball forward as Kilshaw's arriving. Asike's all over him. Bickley gets it off onto his foot, right foot, and takes the shot. Comfortable for Harry Howes. Well, you can see as you look across this pitch, there's so many like mini hills, undulation all over the pitch. Going to make it really hard to play decent football, you'd think, not knowing how the ball is going to bounce as the Bulls decide to use the head, bring it down. Now Leki Mamati bursting in, but the flag is up. And it will be a free kick for the U's. But the Bulls starting to create something. Just coming up to 6 minutes gone in this first half. And a couple of half mistakes, really. Asike at the back, just dwelling perhaps a little bit, not really looking, and he nearly gifted it to Bickley. And one thing we've already seen, it looks like Cavalier is operating on the left-hand side today to start with. As the ball's played forward, and there is Cavalier, gives chase, but Asike with the header. And it will be a Bulls throw, which Jay Giles will come forward to take. Well, we are in Hastings. How much of a battle will it be for the Bulls today? Can they conquer the home side, as William did in 1066? Kere goes forward. Good header there. Jumping in well. Corsten looks to be there first. Johnny LeCain with a throw. Goes short, looking for the feet of Dos Santos. Lays it off. LeCain battling. Leki Mamati as well. The throw goes to the U's, which Sonny Corsten, the left back for Hastings United, will take. Santos busy. Now to Saunders, Kilshaw, pressure on him as well. And Miguel Cavalier trying to get across as well. He's won it now. Cavalier, can he get there? Not before Asike does and clears it. Slight mistake there by Hilden. Another throw in for the Bulls this side, near side. It's Jay Giles. Can he find a run? Well, he finds Dos Santos, busy as always. Oh, lovely skill, tries to take it away from Asike, but maybe a handball there. Free kick for the U's. Oh, ball's not actually, it's gone for a throw in. Hilden again, flicked on. And to close it down there is Mace. Cagey start here. Of course, it's the Bulls who sit in 12th position from 15 games with 24 points against the side who are below them in the league, in 17th. Played more, with 18 games already, Hastings United, plus their cup runs as Pigeon trying to bring it forward. Inside to Saunders. And Corsten again helping out. Ball bouncing around, bobbling. Asike now. Short to Hilden. Cavalier tries to shut him down. The ball's flicked on. And again by leg, but allows Campbell to step in. Trotter again, having his shirt pulled there by Mace. But Trotter gets away, flicks it on. Can Cavalier get there ahead of Asike? Probably can. Well, just the big centre-back turning on a little bit of pace there. Not quite the slick surface that you see at Springfield. Joe Giles again, near side throw. Ball's looking here to... Well, it's going to be the long ball in from Johnny LeCain. The Bulls rocket launcher. Near post, looking for Campbell, flicks it on. Trying to get there is Dos Santos, just maybe pulled a little bit from behind, but play on as Taggart brings it forward and then releasing Chapman. Chapman trying to get past Trotter, but Trotter does well. And then Kere, well, he's kept it in. Back it comes again. Campbell with a header. Trotter. Seen a lot of the ball already, Adam Trotter. Now Giles goes long. Looks for Dos Santos, who's there. Can't control it. Hilden gets a touch. Short ball there from Mace again to Leg. Carvalho tracking back. Giles going in, taking the ball and a little bit of Leg. Nice little play there, a little 1-2. And again, the final pass is too obvious as here comes Carvalho now through the middle. He's got Bickley and Dos Santos. Dos Santos goes one side, lays it off. Dos Santos now, can he get there? He can. But Pigeon flying in, clears it. It looks like the Bulls are going to get a corner. They are. So, first one for them of this first half. And it will be Leki Mamati who's going to come across and take it. Well, he'll look to bend this one in with his right foot. Ball's now arriving en masse. Leki Mamati puts it down. As the Bulls look to attack the 6-yard box. Kerry and Campbell in there. Leki Mamati now. Plays it in. Well, missed in the middle. Dos Santos tries to bring it down. Brings down a CK. Free kick given by the referee. And that coming to nothing in the end. Eugene Asike just relacing. He just caught there. Just caught the back a little bit perhaps as well from the Dos Santos leap. Howes now. We'll clear this long. Looking out to that far side. Good flick on, 2 flick-ons in fact. Corsten again. Elliot Powell and Dan Garton look on. A good bit of play there by the U's, but the ball's clear again. Bickley surrounded. Well, the ball's been played back the wrong way, and well, Van der Vliet is forced into tipping the ball over with his left hand there as he's just off his line. He a bit twinkle toes like gets back and just enough and in enough time to turn that over for the second corner of this first half for the U's, who nearly get caught out. The ball's there by the mistake. And Van der Vliet to the rescue. Another corner. A few fans there behind the Van der Vliet goal. And it will be an in-swinger. Played short though towards Hilden. Hilden now goes in, and then the header. Well, Van der Vliet is beaten to it. And in the end, well, it looks like may well have been an infringement. Free kick to the Bulls there, but causing all kinds of balls. Look like Taggart for the U's there. It will be a Bulls ball. Van der Vliet launching it long. Good clearance. CK with the header. The Bulls will keep it just inside the U's half. It's Jay Giles. Just looking for a runner. Gets one eventually. Bickley flicks it on. The CK clears. Stone with the header down. Hooked back in. The header just glancing there back, and Hilden will help it on to Howes. Still not clearing the danger. Leg near side, nice play inside there with Saunders and then Hilden, and the ball bouncing around. Keep it as well to make sure he keeps his eye on it. Leki Mamati putting pressure on Corsten. Pigeon launches one up. Foul there on Campbell. Ball's free kick, which Van der Vliet will take, and takes it quickly. Far side again. Looking to find Leki Mamati. Kept in by Chapman, who's done really well there. He's got past Johnny LeCain. But LeCain using his pace to get back and across, and This is better from the U's, just stringing a few passes together now with Legg. He's going to take on Giles. Legg now, edge of the box. Legg tries to cross it. Blocked. Campbell is there. Trotter now. Well, he's turned into trouble. He tries to turn away there from Mace. Giles clears it. Cut out again in the middle. Back it comes here with Hilden to Legg. Giles doing well. Stops it the first time. The ball bounces back. Then the second time. Diving in. Corner number 3 in the first 16 minutes. Can the U's make the Bulls pay as Taggart goes across to take? Well, it's better from the home side. Starting to string some passes together. Taggart in no real rush to get to the corner's flag, but he's there now. Taggart. Again, looking for the far post, and well, it's hit the bar. It's gone in, though. It looks like it may well be Chapman who rifles it home from close range and puts it in the back of the net. Not only does he do that, but he gives the Hastings United their first goal and the lead in the 17th minute. And it's a bit of a mistake at the back there. The ball comes in. It's a well-delivered corner by Taggart. Swinging it in towards the back post. Van der Vliet doesn't quite get hold of this. You see the ball is bouncing around and it will hit the crossbar from the header. But it's Taggart. Really good delivery this. Testing. Van der Vliet doesn't get there. Looks like Chapman initially and Pigeon, and a combination of those two. And as the ball bounces around, Chapman reacts first. And it's Hastings who have the lead. Well, the Bulls are in a battle now. A little bit of a mix-up there, perhaps. Maybe Van der Vliet could have done better. Didn't get there. He was beaten to it. Flag is up. And as a result, the home side, the U's, capitalised. The ball wasn't cleared. Crossbar saved the Bulls the first time, but the second time, Chapman put it into the back of the net. De Santos again, not able to control it, but Campbell is there. Ball bouncing around as Van der Vliet just tracks it back and does well this time, dropping it over the rush. De Santos getting back, but dispossessed by Saunders. Nice layoff again there by Chapman, the goal scorer. Corsten getting forward on that left side into Saunders again, waits for the ball to bounce, falls to the feet now. Shot from distance, Van der Vliet with a save. Looks like it may well have swerved. It's Taggart who drills it goal bound. Van der Vliet does well, but the pressure hasn't yet subsided as they come again, the U's, trying to work it back, being forced back in the process. Looking again, Legg near side, plays a lovely ball inside. And again, Taggart busy, trying to switch it. Back out to Legg now. Legg whips it across. Carvalho does a little bit to deflect it, but it's still with the home side. It's now Hilden again. Back to Saunders. Well, this time, a wayward pass. Carvalho breaks it up, clips it inside. Sliding in is Kilshaw, just about gets there, just gets back up, sliding in again. Well, Taggart still causing all kinds of problem there through the middle. Carvalho jumping, well beaten to it by Hilden. And then Giles beaten to it by Chapman. Now Legg, Campbell coming across. First time gets there. Does he take the player out? Well, it looked a little bit late. It looked a little bit clumsy. The assistant is involved here. The home fans crying out for off. But looked like he timed it. He just gets maybe just about gets a touch for it. And the closest to it is the near side assistant who saw that better than anyone. He should be able to assist the referee. That's his job after all. Looks like it's going to be a free kick. James Kerry just across there with Mr. Lamping. But again, it's the pressure from the U's who've really got their momentum. They've got into this game since the goal was scored by Chapman. And it will be a free kick. It looks like that's all it's going to be. And near side again. Chapman. The Bulls need to do better at this set piece than they did with the corner. Just lining up. 6-yard box carry there with the skipper leg, captain to captain. In it comes, far post again is the plan. This time Van der Vliet gets there and collects it. A little bit closer to him as he looks to release Trotter. Trotter's trying to get the Bulls going. Again, cut out. Now Pigeon, who's stayed forward. Inside to Mace. Mace tries to whip it behind. He does a lovely weighted pass. And then, well, Kere manages to get there. Looks like it may well be Stone who maybe tripped on a Stone, but he went down as he was about to cross the ball. The Bulls can counter. Carvalho. Giles getting forward. Dos Santos to his left. Bickley in the middle. The ball is aimed at Bickley. Too easy, though, for Saunders. And then Taggart to Chapman. McCain goes across. Late challenge there. Johnny LeCain. Maybe a little bit of frustration creeping in. Looks like Chapman is put onto the turf. And that, you'd think, will be Johnny LeCain's final warning. Next time, he'll be in the book. So free kick just inside the Bulls' half. Corsten will take. Looking towards the edge of the penalty area. Carvalho is there, heads it down, but only as far as Hilden. Quick ball again outside to Legg, who's been busy on this near side first half. Saunders looking for the ball in behind Killshaw. Gets a touch back as well. Just enough there, Van der Vliet, to play it back to Killshaw, who does clear it. As Taggart causing all kinds of problems. Now can Dos Santos get there? Not before Pigeon taps it back to Howes. Well, Howes has been certainly the less busy of the two keepers in this first half of the first 45. Had a few touches. Van der Vliet seeing probably too much of it for the Bulls' liking. Giles with the throw. Quickly just turns his body, but he can't get it through to Carvalho. And again, that ball in behind, and that's a pattern that we're seeing here from the U's. They're looking to play it in behind the right back and left back. Leki Mamati not really getting into the game, and sliding around there is Johnny LeCain. There's been quite a bit of rain in the UK this week and causing it tricky as the ball is played in towards the box, and a snapshot comes in, but over it goes. Stone with the shot. Can't keep it down, can't keep it on target. Well, the Bulls subs are plenty today. They're warming up far side. James Carr, Toby Ritzema, Luke Watson, James Sunley and Harry Mackenzie. So a strong bench for Elliot Powell to call on, should he need to. That's Trotter trying to break it up. Again, the U's come forward, looking for Taggart. Trotter now. Well, he's going to get the throw in as Corsten heads it out. McCain goes long at the flick. Is actually by Pigeon backwards, and then Howes fortuitously perhaps plays it through the middle to Legg, and Carvalho tries to get there, and then Legg over hits it as he was trying to get past Giles. Well, it's not been the Bulls yet that we normally see. Just a little bit slow to get going this afternoon, but credit to Hastings, who've been pressing as Trotter getting forward, trying to help it on to Dos Santos, hooked away again. And the Bulls just getting beaten to balls that they ought to win, really. Just maybe expecting them to come when they're not quite, and then hoping sometimes that they will, as Bickley has a bit of space now, can turn, has nobody there. You can see him looking up saying, where is somebody? Plays it on through the middle to Santos. Well, at the other end, all of a sudden, it's Stone, who's done well to spin around and get it away. Off to Mace. That one easy for Lacane. Kere clears, but clears only as far as Mace, who's brought down by Kilshaw. The two number 8s collide, stays down as Mace, but play on. And back to Van der Vliet. And it's just times like this, it feels like there's a little bit of slow motion about the play. Eki Mamati down that right-hand side, not seen too much of him so far. This will be a throw. John Lacane goes short to Kilshaw. Lacane wants an option. Gets closed down by Taggart. And Van der Vliet again, just looking to find a ball. And in the end, again, the U's win it, but Trotter breaks it up. Now into Bickley is a chance. De Santos, Carvalho, can he get there? Carvalho! Well, again, just not quite maybe anticipating it, and it just allows Hilden to get there ahead of Howes and to clear it. But it is just that split second of hesitation, you feel, that's just not quite clicking. The balls are just delaying, and there was a really good chance. You could see it was coming. The pass was on. Giles now to Carvalho. Trying to get it back to Giles. He does. Carvalho now, bit of space, whips across into the middle. Danger flicked on by Bickley. Far post, Eki Mamati tries to turn it back. It's going to be a corner. It should be coming off Corsten there. The Bulls getting their second corner of the first half. And a real chance now to test this Hastings back line. Need to start to put some passes together. Start to create some chances. It isn't the easiest pitch, but it's the same for both sides. Jay Giles will whip this one in. Flicked on. Well, it's gone behind. It's going to be another corner. It looked like there was a touch off Trotter. So the Bulls get another chance here. It looks like Jay Giles is down the dip in that corner. Eki Mamati makes a run away from the near post. Ball now delivered, flicked on. Well, cleared by Stone to Legg, battling his Kilshaw. Legg just does enough as the U's break. Trotter back and across and does the sensible thing and puts it out. Elliot Powell will go and pick up the ball. Not the one that then is thrown in. As again, Chapman tries to play it forward. And again, the U's have it. They're having a control with Mace. Feels so good for them. Mace again. And just being able to play this ball around here. Ball's just standing off at times. Back and across. Hilden with the header. Carvalho should get there this time. Not before CK gets there. Legg again. Good play from the U's down the channel. Stone, not seeing much of him, but he's got a chance here to try and get one into the box. Campbell in his way. Waits for support. Has it from Hilden. Saunders again. Back it goes to a CK. And it's comfortable for the home team here. Knocking it around. No real threat coming. And then the long ball through the middle. And Giles gets there, just ahead of Legg. It looks like a foul on Giles has been given. Legg doesn't understand. Van der Vliet clears. Well, CK doing well in the challenge there, and then keeps his eye on it. Again, looking far too easy. Trotter, though, breaks it up. Now to Santos, first time ball, gets it back, well, tries to get it back from Bickley. Kerry with the header, Trotter. And again, the U's can just pump it forward. Giles to Santos. Needs a bit of magic from him. Lovely reverse pass now for the run of Carvalho. Carvalho towards the byline, steps inside, still going past the CK. Carvalho, far post, anyone arriving? Well, again, there's nobody gambling for the ball near post. And the U's are able to clear. Here comes Mace. And they continue the run. It's Chapman. Inside again it comes to Mace. Lays it off to Taggart. Easy at times for the U's. Back gets Carvalho. Looking for that ball over the back, over the cane, which has got to its target. Goal kick given, though. Well, it's the quick break from the U's that's causing the Bulls all kinds of troubles. They managed to deliver the ball inch perfect over and over again, and it's just breaching the Bulls' defence, not coming to anything that time. Now Carvalho. And you wonder whether this is his preferred side. Left-footed, but often creates far more when he comes in from the right side. He's not really looked like he's enjoyed this so much in this first half, as Lekima Mati trying to get there. Kilshaw also, but again, the U's doing really well under a little bit of pressure. Lay off from Leg. Leg will continue the run. Giles gets the header. Trotter slides in, wins the ball. Leg then and Trotter intertwined, but it breaks for Mace. Again, short ball. Taggart, quick play. Tries the 1-2. Giles gets there first. To Santos in his own half, having to try and pick the ball up. Now, down the channel on this near side, the ball from Trotter into touch. Now, story of the Bulls' first half so far. Not found the range of pass, not found the crispness either. And haven't really been able to force Howes into any kind of serious save. But it's tough at step 4. Of that, you can be sure. Having to change, adapt every week, different conditions, different sides. And of course, a much changed Hastings side from the one that was knocked out the FA Trophy back in September by the Bulls. Looks like they've recruited well. The Bulls, though, have it with Giles. Trying to get Carvalho in, but it's fallen to DeSantos. DeSantos now tries the shot from distance. And in the end, it's miles off target. Oh, cutting a bit of a dejected figure at the moment. And the Bulls will want to get something before the break. Howes remains largely untested. Good clearance, well over the halfway line. Campbell meets it. Bickley now claims a handball, ball bouncing up. And it just feels like not the Bulls players, maybe just the early start today, because it's an early kick-off, 1:45. The early flight over, the early rise. Just needs something to shake them up, to wake them. Long ball forward again. Charles is unchallenged. Carvalho picks it up now. Plays the ball first time, but CK is there, comfortable again. Carvalho gets it back, needs some help here. Tries to play it, too obvious a ball, broken up by Taggart again. Back to a CK and back to a Howes all the way as Bickley chases. Looking on that far side, maybe the wind just carrying that out. John LeCain takes a throw quickly, trying to get Lekima Mati to have a bit of a run. He's not really seen him put any pressure on Corsten as yet. And again, Chapman can break. Campbell gets there first. Trotter as well, battling hard. Putting a real shift this afternoon. Campbell again, just getting the ball caught underneath him, and you have to wonder if the pitch is playing a little bit of its part. Dos Santos now. Clip forward, but there's nobody there for the Bulls except Howes for the home side. And again, time to bring it out. Oh, too much shown there to Trotter, who's going to continue the run and put the pressure on Asike. Howes clears. Huge up and under there, which Kerry gets the header on, but it doesn't stop. It's relentless from the U's, sliding in his leg. Trotter again goes down. Giles goes long. Can't keep it in, leg on this near side. Ball's thrown. Oh, inside the last 10 minutes of this first half, and it's not been one to write home about so far for the Bulls. They're still only a goal behind. Gives them plenty of chance to regroup if they can't get anything before half-time, as here again comes Taggart, who's been busy for the home side. Now Leg also working this right-hand side, clipping it over through the middle, looking for Stone. A bit of it, well, in the end, Van der Vliet does come. Stone nearly getting between him and Kerry, and just perhaps a little bit of uncertainty. Bulls get away with it as Lucky Mamati turning it back. Pigeon is there. Too easy, far too easy for the home side. Asike as well, time to turn and just lay it off. Hilden, all the time in the world here for Hastings United. And they certainly are united today. They're playing as one. And then a mistake this time, trying to be too clever perhaps. Now inside, well, again, Asike gets there first. Bickley makes the run. Spots the danger and slides in. Chapman inside to Saunders. Again, the space on that left-hand side. Nice ball inside. Heavy touch though. Kilshaw, oh, it's Lacane and Kilshaw there. Lacane going down. Free kick given. This time Chapman conceding the foul. Van der Vliet decides to quickly take it. Goes long again. Bickley is there. Bickley flicks it on and inside, but enough time for Hilden to hook it clear. Oh, and a lovely touch by Leg, but he can't keep it in. Unfortunate for him. Really good play though. Nice little touch around Giles, who's got a real handful on his birthday. Not the present he wanted, it certainly wasn't. Please give me Freddie Leg running at me in this first half down this near side. But he plays it forward. Flag is up. And Leg has got some pace. Yes, it will be. Free kick for the offside. Howes again. Huge clearance from him. Good solid header. Campbell. Cavalier hooks it forward, but it's three around protecting that back line. Pigeon, Asike, will sliced clearance by Howes. Should be a ball's throw. It is. Giles takes it a little bit ahead of where it should have been. Gets away with it, hooked on by Dos Santos. Cavalier now can run. He can run against Saunders. Far cross, well, evades the keeper, evades Howes. It's forward to Lucky Mamati. Goes across the face of the crossbar. Bulls still have it. Lacane now needs help. Too bunched. Need to spread this play out. That's what the Bulls are so good at doing, pulling sides from side to side, but it's all a little bit narrow. Trotter does really well, plays it forward, but just straight to the feet of Pigeon. Down goes Trotter, up and down. Again, this ball played forward, but this time there will be time for Kerry to just have a little look up here. Short ball to Santos, surrounded by Asike. Trotter does well again. Plays it forward, looking for the run here that Kilshaw makes. Howes first, Corsten second. Now Saunders again. The U's look to get it forward, looking to get it over Kerry. They do. It's Stone. Stone into the box. Stone holding it up, trying to get away. Shot comes in, side netting. And down goes Campbell. Referee gets there first, but again, a really good weighted ball that just holds in the air, falls for Stone. And the ball goes into the side netting, but danger again as Campbell's been caught there. Just struggling, just needs maybe a few seconds here. It's going to be another corner for the U's as Campbell just composes himself. Just feeling the challenge that he made there on Stone. He was pretty hard. And now treatment is required. He hasn't been able to shake that off. Of course, if he can't shake this off, the boys would be forced into a change, and obvious may well be looking at the bench, a Jay Giles switch to centre back and a James Carr to left back. But let's hope Campbell here will get the treatment he needs. The magic sponge, the spray. One or the other should do the trick. Although the cold spray today, probably not really what anybody wants. It's cold enough temperature-wise, as the crowd are all pretty well wrapped up. Hats, scarves, gloves, thick jackets. No doubt some hot drinks at half-time. And certainly for the home fans, they will be pleased with what they're seeing from their U's, as Campbell still gets treatment, but he is back up a bit gingerly, struggling a little bit there. Looks like it's the knee. Well, whether he can run that off. Bulls need his height in the mixer here, but he's going to have to go off, try and run this off. Of course, no Jamie Watling today. So Sutcliffe still injured. Well, it looks like he isn't going to make it. In fact, Ritzimer's going to come on. So Campbell's afternoon, just before half-time, is over. So maybe Ritzimer will go into the back. Well, that's a bold change. But then he does add the height, so maybe not a bad shout. Also very skillful, Toby Ritzimer, bouncing already. In it comes, near post again, headed on, and just flicked over. It looks like it's leg, and may get a touch there. Well, it's come off the Bull's head. Corner number 5 for the home side. And another chance here. As Johnny LeCain, very sportsmanlike of him, goes and collects the ball from behind. And it will be Mace. Again, run by Stone towards the near post. Mace now whips it near again, and it's bouncing around. It's bouncing over everyone. As CK tries to get there, the ball doesn't fall for him. Nobody gets to it in the end. It goes behind for a goal kick, and the Bulls again get let off. Well, you feel that a second goal might just kill this game off unless the Bulls can really regroup at half-time and find a way. Maybe you need a bit of creativity. Maybe you feel like it's a James Carr, a James Sunley afternoon. Ritzimer has gone to centre-back. As Giles battling hard again. Taggart, though, shaking off everyone. Back to Hilden. Well, the ball again in and behind, but Ritzimer puts it into touch. It is the creativity that just is lacking for the Bulls today. They've got James Sunley, they've got Luke Watson if they want to stick that kind of defensive midfielder in there. So there are chances, of course, there's the bright young player, Harry McKenzie, who's always looked good when he's come on. Maybe save him for later, but just feel that there may need to be a change to the personnel sooner rather than later. And you feel that Sunley has that ability to just unlock here this Hastings side and reshape the Bulls, who not really looking like they're at the races yet. As Ritzimer gets a touch there and does well, those struggles initially to control it. Looking at Matty jumping, and Old Sanka, as he's known, not quite yet himself since his return from injury. Looks a little bit off the pace. Struggling a little bit this afternoon to get into this game as Pigeon again flies one forward, but to Van der Vliet, who's got a little bit of urgency. Is there a handball there as Kilshaw tries to close it down? Ritzema now lays it off. Joe Giles trying to get Kilshaw in, who's done well. Kilshaw then gets, well, he tries to get inside of CK, but the touch is a little bit heavier than he'd hoped for. And Howes will collect. Well, there'll be some time added on. We're already into a minute of added time in this first 45. Good header from Giles. Hooked forward. Flag is up. Ball has gone out. Expect there to be a couple of minutes for the treatment to Campbell. Trotter, been the brightest part of the Bulls' play in this first half. Adam Trotter been battling hard. It's going to need 11 Trotter-like performances. Everyone just needs to get into his kind of gear in this second half, as the U's not maybe yet finished, but poor pass, and then Van der Vliet, a heavy touch. Carré, though, calm as you like. Sliding challenge coming in. Pigeon just pokes it forward, and a good header by Ritzema. Quick basketball style flick away from Van der Vliet to Ritzema. The Bulls want to try and get something here, trying to get a shot off at least. To Santos, looking for Cavallio. Well, flag is up, far side, Cavallio's offside. You just also wonder whether Cavallio needs to go back to the right-hand side. Maybe bring Leki Mamati off at half-time and bring Sunley on, and it just gives the Bulls maybe just a little bit more than we've seen in this first half. It certainly hasn't looked like Cavallio is particularly happy playing on this left side. Of course, it's left-footed, but he prefers to cut in from the right. It's where he does most of his good work, as again, the ball is launched forward. Ritzema there first. Trotter there again. Short ball. Cavallio loses his footing. Taggart now tries to pick it up. Trotter gets there again. Leki Mamati turning it back into trouble nearly, as Ritzema quickly gets there, flicks it out for LeCain. Can he get something going? Take it on Saunders. Saunders does really well. Ball stays in. And the U's maybe decide to go home. As CK now clips it forward, looking for leg. Giles with the header back inside. Cavallio doesn't get there before Mace, and Mace is cleaned out. It's probably going to be a card for Kilshaw. About the second late challenge from him. He gives a pat on the head to Mace, but it's the first card for the Bulls, and it goes to Joe Kilshaw. And again, you might be wondering whether switch at half-time, maybe Watson suddenly on just to give some more impetus. Always get a cool head from the veteran Luke Watson, who's warming up far side and just about make him out there, keeping the head well covered with the bobble hat. But much to think about as we come towards the end of this first half. This will probably be the last action. Can the Bulls just keep out the U's? Oh, back it comes again to Saunders, who tries to get it to Pigeon, the centre-back, who's stayed forward. But that's it. It is all over for this first half. A first half that sees the home side, Hastings United, with a one-goal lead as the players make their way down the tunnel. Elliot Powell and Dan Garton will have some things to discuss with the players. Go and enjoy yourself. Get yourself, if you're at Springfield in the Blue Room, go and get a beer or whatever. And if you're watching elsewhere, maybe a hot cup of tea. We'll see you after the break. Well, the players are out for the second half. And just to make a correction, that the goal scorer for Hastings United was, in fact, the number 5, Eugene Asike. It was Chapman who celebrated like he'd scored it, ran off behind the goal. But it is, in fact, the number 5 in your picture who was the one who got the last touch and gave the U's the lead. Well, the Bulls have got a lot to do in this second half. Just going to see if there are any changes. Looks like, yeah, there may well be, as Carl Bene holding up the board. Definitely can see Sunley is on. So one change, and it looks like Cavallio has switched sides. So it may well be exactly as predicted, with Sunley going over to the left. Cavallio coming back to the side he prefers, the right-hand side. Ritzema is getting up there as well for the kickoff, and it's Luke Watson as well. So maybe Elliot Powell has been listening into the commentary. It's definitely Watson on. It's definitely Sunley. And we're underway for the second half. It may well be there's even a third change. We're just going to check that as Cavallio gets a chance to take on Pigeon on this near side. Ritzema forward as well. Ritzema trying to get around Corsten. Ball flick back in. Howes gets an early touch, and it may well be that Giles has gone into centre-back and Ritzema's gone into the midfield, so changes aplenty seem to have come. And the Bulls needed to do something at half-time, and it looks like they may well have done that. Sunley battles for it. As the ball goes back to Asike. And back again to Kere, who gets it up to Cavallio. Already looks like he's preferring it on this side. Twisting, turning, getting past. A battling challenge there from Corsten, helping out his mace. Watson battling Trotter in as well. Trotter sliding in, free kick given. And Trotter has left the gloves in the changing room. It looks like Johnny LeCain has also gone off. So real change for the Bulls. Just going to check exactly who is on, who is off. Can it change the fortunes? It will be a long ball forward again. And there is James Carr. So substitutes are plenty for the Bulls. Carr into left back, Giles into left centre back. As Watson just puts a firm foot on it, plays a nice ball through. Ritzema as well, loses out to Chapman. And now bursting forward again is Legg, the skipper. He did this so much in the first half. Gets to the byline. Can he cross it? He does. Only Johnny LeCain there. So LeCain just doing enough there, holding it up. Corsten again now, given away a chance now. Trotter, can he get there? He can. Trotter has Bickley ahead of him. Bickley makes the run towards this near side corner. Here comes Bickley up against Asike. Asike does really well, then puts an arm on. Bickley brings him down, nothing doing. LeCain having his shirt tugged. Watson just dropping into space. Giles again, clips it forward, looking for the run of Sunley. Too much for him to do there, though. But it's better from the Bulls already. The changes. Carr is on. Sunley is on. Watson is on. And it looks to be a different side, a different Bulls side than what we saw in the first half. Can they make it pay early in this second? Stone inside. Taggart. It finds its way through to Chapman, but the Bulls have it back with Watson. Watson now just looking for a little bit of movement ahead of him in the end. He gets it back out, goes to Carr, and Giles now hooking it forward. Chance now for Trotter down the left-hand side. In the middle is Bickley. In it comes Sunley as well. Now Trotter, Watson is there, LeCain makes the run, LeCain now, can he bring it down? LeCain into the box, whips it far post. Again, well, Kere now, Bulls still keep hold of it. Quickly to Cavallio, Cavallio will take on Corson, cuts inside, Cavallio now, reverse ball, lovely, Ritzema, can he get there? Ritzema does, great bit of work by Howes, who gets it from the feet of Toby Ritzema, the keeper brave, but does really well. Well, there is no Ray Dos Santos in the second half either. So Killshaw has gone off, Dos Santos has gone off, and Leki Mamati has gone off. As the U's just try and get their foot in to this second half. The Bulls just already quicker to it than they were in the first half. There's a bit more of a spring in their step, as they've had more possession in this opening exchanges. Good flick on there by Stone, defended well. Back it goes, Ritzema is there, back into that midfield role. Now Watson puts the foot on it. Gets closed down quickly by Taggart, gets caught as well, but he's back up, the veteran. Giles, nice play with Carr, and then Watson just creates a bit of space there, using his nous to find Giles, and that's Kere forward. Didn't see him coming forward much in the first half. He's starting to do so a little bit more, as LeCain as well, and there's more space created by this formation switch by the Bulls. Giles again back in at centre-back with Kere. So birthday present is to move from left-back to left centre-back. Been there a couple of times in the past few weeks and has acquitted himself pretty well. Long ball forward again, straight through the middle. Trotter with a flick on. Bickley can't quite get there ahead of Asike, the goal scorer. As we now know from the replays, the magic of technology. As he's flicked on again, but there's nobody there. Cavallio doesn't make the run. Bickley definitely straight through the middle now, on his own pretty much. Has Sunley, and he has Cavallio. As the Bulls trying to win the ball, and are doing better already. Yet creating, but finding to string some passes together finally. It's been almost a complete opposite of what we saw in the first 45. As Mr. Lamping not happy with the position of the free kick, but it's retaken, and then the Bulls now closing down, and there's Ritzema getting in there with Sunley. Hilden pokes it forward, flicked on again, but it's not quite finding the player that it was in the first half, and they were good at that, the U's. They were maybe using the conditions, maybe it's just a little bit of breeze that is just, well, was holding the ball up in the first half, but so far they haven't found the range. Carr, though, with the throw, just has a little look up. Inside again, Trotter doing well. Bouncing around, Trotter again. Watson is back and hooks it clear, only as far as leg. Trying to find a bit of space, trying to shake off Sunley. Then it's into Saunders. Hilden again, does he keep it in? Oh, it's gone to the U's, so they will get the throw. Definitely more composure from the Bulls. They're going to have to defend, though, for the first time in this second half, as free kick's given. The referee just confirming with Van der Vliet where to place the ball. Just inside the penalty box, Van der Vliet, another long clearance. Again, looking for the head of Bickley. Goes straight into touch for a Hughes throw. Well, it certainly is the battle at Hastings today. And at the moment, the home side are just good for their lead. The lead they got on 16, with the final touch coming from the number 5, Eugene Asike, who turned it in. As Howes looks again for Stone, jumps well ahead of Giles, and a good call from Van der Vliet, quickly releasing it straight through the middle, trying to put some pressure on. This time as Cavalier tries to get there ahead of Pigeon. Ritzimer's won it. Cavalier tries to get back, but good play by Corsten. Finds Chapman. Oh, a lovely bit of play by Chapman, but the Bulls managed to just get there first this time as Ritzimer was beaten, but could cover across as Giles steps inside, trying to get something going here. Looking up, sees the run of Cavalier. Cavalier now has a bit of space. Cavalier into the box. Can he get the shot off? He squares it. Anyone arriving? Surely. Suddenly gets there, but so does the right back Hilden, and it's a corner for the Bulls. Well, it's a great bit of play. It's the ball from Giles. Times his run to perfection. Cavalier gets to the byline. And it just needed someone to get in the middle there, and it would have been the simplest of tap-ins. As it is, it's a Bulls corner. Well, you'd expect, oh, Giles is going to take this, so he's going to swing it out towards the penalty box, the penalty area, somewhere near the spot, in fact, as the ball comes in, headed away by Pigeon. Watson at the back post, lays it off. Trotter now, again back to Watson, somebody here, surely, ball played in, cut out by Pigeon. Asike's there, Ritzimer twisting, takes the shot, far post. Arriving is Sunley with the shot, blocked again and again Sunley. This time blocked by Hilden, still bobbling around. The Bulls trying to get the shot off. This Bickley tries, can't get it off. The Bulls still have it much better. 3 or 4 shots, really well defended by the U's. Trotter again, trying to keep this alive. Here's Watson, the Bulls keep numbers forward. Inside to LeCain. LeCain needs some help here. Back he goes to Trotter. The U's being stretched around here more than they have been for the first 45, the first 55 minutes. Feeling it more in this second half. The Bulls awake and at the races. More space being created. Carr now. Again, just keeping the possession. This is better. Inside to Watson. Can he turn? He's got a bit of company, but he's got an easy ball off to Kere. Kere storming forward. Cavalier now will take on Corsten. Cavalier, well, he gets past him, but ball bounces up and hits Cavalier. It's going to be a used throw. Well, there's definitely better play. There's definitely quickness from the Bulls. And they've definitely moved through the gears. The first half very much stuck, it felt like. But now, all of a sudden, it's a different game. Still yet, though, to test Howes. But Van der Vliet seeing a lot less of it than he was in the first half. Giles again. Looks for Bickley, ball bouncing around as CK gets there. Watson just lays it off to Giles, to Carr. Ritzimer trying to fight around. Looks like he just gets impeded, but nothing given. Good work there in the end. As the U's just managed to stop the Bulls' momentum for a moment. It will be Mace to take the free kick. Given against Ritzimer. Long ball forward. Bouncing around. Van der Vliet will pick it up. Look, it might have come off a Bulls player. Couldn't really let that one go out. And again, long ball forward. Cavalier gets a touch, but Corsten recovers. And then tries to swing it out on that far side. Carr will get there first, gets nudged, goes down on it. Free kick's given. Leg is the culprit. Giles again. Into the feet of Sunley. Just creates his own space. Easy for Kere. Carey goes long this time, decides that that's the option they'll try. Here comes Cavallio, keeping it in. Can't keep it in the end, goes down. Just gets caught perhaps by Corsten. Well, Cavallio's going to have to get up because there isn't much left on the bench now for the Bulls. Just Mackenzie. I know, maybe just getting caught there as he tried to keep that ball in. And the Bulls still have a lot to do here. First, they've got to get on level terms. Carr lets it go. Bulls throw. And there's definitely better shape to the Bulls in this second 45. Another touch off there from Sunley, just goes out. It's definitely being recognised, the difference in the play by Dan Garton. Well, ball back. And a big up and under here. Carter as well gets a touch. Now a chance for Cavallio, has a little look up. Can he bring it down? He can. Cavallio now will run. He's got the overlap here of Johnny LeCain. Very rare have we seen that in this match so far. Back into the middle. Hooked away. Bulls have time. Carey to Watson to Trotter. And lays it off again. More space. Inside to Sunley. Sunley just brings it into Trotter. Trotter gets tackled by Mace. Now a chance maybe for Stone to break. Carey's going to have to come across. Stone needs some support. Running ahead of him. Stone goes inside, lays it off. Stone, good ball to Leg, but Leg is blocked. Well, that's the first real foray forward for the U's in this second half as the ball goes into the stand. And back it will come, but you see the danger that they still possess, the home side, where they get a chance. They had numbers going forward. The Bulls have it back. Sunday again. Carey again getting forward, which is something we didn't see in the first half. Now we see it a lot more. Flicked on. Cavallio. No, it's LeCain who's up there. Inside for Cavallio. Can he get there? He does. He squares it. It's blocked. Well, really good defensive work again. And it's Pigeon who gets back and across, but slices his clearance. And certainly the Bulls are creating more than they were. Cavallio's got much more freedom on this right flank, but on going in on his left side. Much prefers it on this side of the pitch, the near side, as we look at it. Giles again. Carr. Space for him. Just maybe sitting off a little bit, the U's now. Allowing the Bulls to spread it around. Van der Vliet. Another long ball forward. Flicked on, lovely header by LeCain. Now Cavallio, can he do something here? Can he get past Corsten? Lays it back. Watson is there. Far post. Well, there's nobody there in the end except Hilden. And a chance for the U's to break. Hilden not being tackled here, suddenly having to get back. And the final ball, just finding Van der Vliet. Well, that's another sign from the Bulls. We've seen Johnny LeCain acting as a much further forward right back, more of a right winger at times here as the Bulls look to press and to test out Corsten and Pigeon. Didn't have that in the first half. No pressure coming. Different story with Cavallio now switching. Bulls win it again. Taggart can't keep it in. Looking for the feet there of Bickley, doesn't get through. Taggart picks it up, hooks it forward. And again, unlike the first half where the ball was inch perfect, it's not reaching the target. Definitely in a different 45. Much more at it, the Bulls now. Again, long throw. Flick back this time. It's going to fall for Trotter. Cavalier is ahead of him, makes the run. Trotter has a little look up, clips it towards the far post, waiting for the header of Sunny, who jumps a little bit early there. Can't keep the hang. Bickley picks it up. First time inside to Sunny. Sunny trying to get away from a CK. Back to Bickley. Bickley now trying to get it onto his right for the shot, but it's cleared. And then Kere and Stone battling. Kere leaving no stone unturned. In fact, turns Stone. And now Cavalier, can he keep it in? Well, it didn't look like it had all gone out, but the assistant says it has. And they know they're in a game this second half, the home side. There's about 25 minutes to go. Still a lot of football to be played. Trotter still going at it, still putting the pressure on as he has throughout this game so far. Been the bright spark of the Bulls side. Home side maybe will consider some changes themselves. But for now, they're as they were. Taggart pressed by Trotter. Hilden again. Sliding in his card as well and gets away from Leg. Not better football being played as well by the Bulls. That short passing, keeping possession. Ritzema then challenged. Leg again. Tries the back heel. Sunny sees it. Should be a Bulls throw in. It is. Carr with the throw. Halfway through the second half. Still Hastings United 1, Jersey Bulls 0. And still Howes not tested. Rolls it short, Bickley goes across. Headed by Carr. Ritzema does well. And then Watson tries to play it forward, but there's nobody waiting to receive. Bulls just need to keep the focus here. They've certainly stopped the momentum of the U's. And trying to find a way certainly to get their first real shot. There's Cavalier again, does well, brings it down, gets pushed in the back. Free kick will be taken, will be left in the end for Watson. And it will be left for Kere. Now, sensible play. In fact, Jay Giles will come across. It's a chance for the Bulls to just throw some numbers forward here. We saw that the goal in the first half from the U's came by numbers in the box and the ball not being cleared. Can the Bulls cause some chaos themselves? Played in, should be the keeper's. Keeper comes, claims well. Howes had his eye on it from the minute it left Jay Giles' left boot and plucks it at the sky. CK now locks it forward. Ritzema battling hard. Now breaks for Cavalier through the middle is Bickley, can't quite get it, but Trotter goes in search. Watson comes across, Taggart looks for Leg. Oh, well, Leg has got it from Giles. Leg now looking for some support. Here comes Mace, still going. Mace trying to get away from Carr. Carr's done well, stands him up. Leg shows too much to Giles. Ball's clear. Bickley will challenge back here, trying to stop Hilden getting forward, and they have to go back again to a CK. And all the way back to the keeper, Howes. Clearance from him, but it's going to go through to his opposite number. And that's the difference so far in this 25 minutes that we've seen in the second period, where the Bulls haven't allowed as yet Hastings to get forward and to find the players that they were finding in the first 45. The ball trickles out far side. Well, still 20 minutes to go, plus whatever is to be added, and the Bulls still are trailing as the first substitution for the home side is about to be made. Watson, flicked on by Ritzema. Carvalho trying to battle for the ball, doesn't quite get there. Short ball from Corsten. Clips it down the line, but only to Kere. Plays it back, and again, well, as he brought down there, so coming together, flag is up, free kick is given against Corsten, and whether or not they'll take the chance to make the substitution, but Carvalho is certainly having much more joy in this second half as he switched to this right-hand flank. It's also been caught there, he just limps away a little bit, and Jay Giles has a chance here. This could be the position. He's not going to go for goal, you wouldn't think, but if he can just get it towards, it wants to be somewhere you think between the 6-yard box and the penalty spot. Well, Giles try and bend one far post. There's only one in the wall near. Giles now with the free kick, goes for the far post. Anyone arriving? The keeper flaps at it. The ball bounces around. It's hooked away there. Looks like it is Hilden who does hook it clear. Well, there may be a double change coming as well. Van der Vliet slipping and leg nearly closes him down. And, well, that would have been a gift that the Bulls didn't want to give away at that stage. As it is, they come forward again, but the final pass doesn't find Sunley. Well, Van der Vliet nearly giving everyone a huge fright there. Not least his defenders, but everyone watching. Stone gets away from Kere, back and across comes Lecain. Chapman, not seen much of him in this second half. Again, down to the way the Bulls have played. Well, Chapman protesting, but you could see he clearly clipped the heels of Johnny Lecain there. Bulls get it going quickly with Carvalho. Long ball forward through the middle for the run of Bickley. Howes gets there first. Good goalkeeping. Corsten again blocked by Carvalho. Maybe now it will be the chance for the U's to make their changes. Well, off is going to go Hilden, and on will be Clifford. So that looks like a straight swap. Stone will go off, and on will come Figuera. So Walter Figuera is on for James Stone. Joe Clifford is on for Alfie Hilden. So double change for the home side. So Clifford and Figuera, 2 changes made so far. The only 2. What can the Bulls do in this last 15 or so minutes? Stone makes his way off. Goes back behind Van der Vliet's goal as the Bulls launch it forward. Flicked on by Ritzema, and then Bickley battling. Corsten pumps it forward, and in the end it's a bit of a hit and hope, but forces Carr to quickly get back, and then the release to Van der Vliet to Giles through the middle. Good spin by Sunley, trying to take away it from Clifford already. Sunley going at the new substitute. Inside to Watson. Lecain is forward. Carvalho will take it onto his left foot. Carvalho tries the shot, blocked. Well, it looks like it does come off. Well, maybe not. It looked like the ball was dipping, but it looked like it took a deflection. In the end, it's gone over, but it's a first real effort the Bulls have had. In the end, doesn't force Howes into a save. And there's going to be another change here. And Carvalho has seen his last bit of action. Maybe he hasn't quite recovered. He got a bit of a knock. And it's going to be Harry Mackenzie. So the Bulls have cleared their bench. All substitutes are on for this last 15+ minutes. And can Mackenzie create some chaos himself? It's been a good addition to this squad. There's Elliot Powell trying to talk himself by the looks of it, perhaps into another booking. So the Bulls bench is exercised and get it going again, but it's, well, a little bit of a mistake there, a bit casual from Corson, and maybe that's slight tiredness coming in. Now Mackenzie with his first touch will go against Corson, stepping over. Mackenzie trying to get to the byline. Mackenzie still going. Corson goes down. In it comes. Doesn't reach anyone. It's come out only as far as the Kane. Turn inside his Trotter. Maybe a chance for a counter. Leg just about, well, Ritzma pulls down Saunders. Ball is pumped forward. Figueroa will chase, but Kerry has time to take it away. Cuts inside. Back he goes to Van der Vliet. Giles again. Calf. Far forward, far side. Sunley busy. Giles again. Again, CK is there first for the U's. Well, you feel that as time goes on, the Bulls need to do something sooner rather than later. Carr with the throw. There's movement ahead of him. Ritzema there. Can he get free? Can't. Figueroa now. Far side to leg. Blocked off by Giles. Quick throw to Kerry. And there's been little coming from Hastings United in this second half, and you just wonder whether the Bulls can throw a little bit more caution. They don't want to give anything too easy away, but this is a rare break forward. Good skill by Chapman, who tries the drag back, goes down. Mackenzie doesn't touch him. It didn't look like he did either. Bit dramatic from Chapman there. Bulls to play on. Referee was on hand, could see it. A little bit of acting from Chapman. Bulls keep it alive. Carr inside, no, given away to Mace. Now Figueroa. Figueroa will take on Giles, but brilliant checking back there from Carr. Wins the ball, wins the free kick as well. Trotter to Kerry. You can see the urgency. Still a long way to go, but the Bulls want to get level. Kerry steps inside. Still going into the feet there of Sunley, whose touch doesn't find Bickley. Bickley's a little bit of a cast shadow there, alone. Just not really getting the ball to run to him, but you know what he can do. Give him half a chance. And that's all he sometimes needs. Three Bridges as a prime example. Will the U's tire? LeCain inside. Trotter trying to find Sunley. Sunley still going. Sunley squares it far post. Nobody there. Hooked clear by Clifford to Figueroa. Trotter battling hard. Figueroa spinning. Trotter does well. Falls on it. Play on. Sunley trying to spin away as well. Clifford hits it long. Back towards the Bulls' goal as Giles is there, and Kerry again. And Watson. And now Kerry getting forward. The Bulls certainly on the front foot here. Switched out to Carr, who gets down that channel. Now Sunley towards the byline. Can he cross it this time? Well, Bickley goes down, doesn't quite get it. Following up his Carr. Great save by Howes. The Bulls really putting the foot down here. The pressure mounting. The goalkeeper does his best. And then the flag appears to be up on this near side. Well, the Bulls coming as close as they have all game. As another change coming for the U's. So off is Taggart and on is Hayden Skerry. Third change for Hastings. As Skerry will have best part of 10 minutes to make an impression on this game. Well, it's been attritional at times this afternoon. The battle is not yet over. flicked on. Pigeon. Early touch for Skerry, does well. Flicked forward again. Flag is up, Figueira's caught. Watson gets on with it. And again, in this second half, we've definitely seen Kerry get much further forward than Giles, and Carr and Lacane playing as wing backs here more so. The referee gets in the way, it ricochets. It's going to be a drop ball. Mr. Lamping may well have just got in the way of something special, although we haven't seen that much so far. Now Carr. Giles again. Is it present time? The birthday boy just can't get past the head there. Of the U's, who continue to frustrate the balls. Long ball forward, Trotter across. Hooked clear again. Well, the adrenaline rush, the highs of the win last Saturday at home seem a bit of a distant memory, but it's never over. The Bulls will keep pushing. They've got a good 10 minutes, you'd think, here to try and find some magic. In it comes. Pigeon clears. Well, Saunders doesn't clear it, but Leg does. Figueira now can run at Giles. Watson is covering across. Figueira's going to try and take it. Too obvious, though. Giles gets the foot in. And it will be the U's on the far side. Well, they're in no rush. Clifford will take his time to go and collect that ball. Inside to Saunders. Saunders can turn. Pressed by Sunley. Ritzimer gets pulled down. Well, it's going to be a yellow card. Referee deems that Saunders should be cautioned. And that finally happens. So the U's number 4, Jack Saunders, gets a card. Van der Vliet gets a talking to. Time ticks away. Just under 7 minutes of normal time, plus whatever Mr. Lamping decides to add. Giles to launch it. Ball bouncing around. Kerry's trying to barge his way through, but there might be a break on here. Here comes the substitute, Skerry. Kerry trying to get back. Carr does. Solid challenge going in. And the Bulls pick it up with Watson. Now to Sunday, who's come back deep. Inside, quick flick now. Mackenzie. Mackenzie, can he square it? He can. But again, there's nobody there. The ball's just not reading where the play is aimed at. And again, Hughes can just stop the balls. But Kerry can try and get it going again. Lacane now. Again, Mackenzie. Inside to the run of Lacane. Mackenzie goes, oh, lovely play. Mackenzie now, can he find someone in the middle? It's Ritzimer who pokes at it with his right foot. He needed to take it on the left. You could see what he was trying to do. He's trying to bend it towards that right-hand post. The left, as we look at it, and in the end, he couldn't do that. And the chance created by the really good play from Lacane and Mackenzie goes begging. under 5 minutes to go. Howes to clear. Can the Bulls conjure something up? Figuera doesn't know where it is. There's a little look round, and it's with Kere. Again, driving his side on. Down the line, McKenzie flicks it on. Can he keep it in? He can't, and he won't get the throw in either. And maybe we'll just try and take time off the clock here. The home team, the U's. And again, Kere seeing a lot of the ball. Flicked on by McKenzie. Now, here's Ritzema. Can he get past Mace? Not this time. Bulls throw. Now, a LeCain rocket. It's launched. 6-yard box flicked on. Again, nobody with a white shirt is anywhere there. Still alive. LeCain again. Short pass to Trotter. Trotter squares it. Drops by Howes. Ritzema can't get there. Well, that's as close as it's come. The Bulls still desperately trying here to find a way through this Hastings back line. So far, they've been banging on a very solid wall. Watson again. Can he find a little ball through? But it's CK who gets there ahead of Bickley. You know, you just wonder. The Bulls that have started the first half like they started the second, would this be a different story? Well, we can wonder, but we can see what LeCain can do. Again, another huge ball flicked in, hooked clear by Saunders. Watson, cushion header. LeCain, Kere even, up and under. Ritzema there. And again, they repel the Bulls. As Kere is trying to get something forward. Howes just happy to clear it. Kere again, and they sit off here, the U's. They're back in numbers. Defensively, they're organised. Figuera runs across, but no real bite to that as Carr is impeded, but gets away from leg. Carr still going. Skerry does well, helps out his skipper. Skerry now releases his leg down the right-hand side. The Bulls having to get back. Numbers coming forward here. Chapman arriving. You just think he'll run it into the corner here. Leg gets tripped, does he? No. Play on. Quickly the Bulls release. Trotter inside. Sunley still going. Sunley still going. Trotter now. Sunley outside him. Sunley will continue his run. CK tracking back really quickly, does well. Turns away from Sunley. Well, he's been a rock at the back for the U's today. Their big number 5. Coming to the rescue again there. LeCain battling with Skerry. Still going. Watson now. Time running out. Last minute of normal time here with the Bulls. Something about the Bulls player of the match. It's not been their best performance so far this season, but there's still time maybe to snatch it. Kere getting forward. Kere cuts inside. Well, too heavy maybe. Good play. Again, Pigeon hooks it clear. The Bulls are throwing the kitchen sink at it now. Watson is back as a central defender. Kere stays forward. Watson in towards McKenzie. Trotter drops his shoulder. Inside he goes. Needs help here. Lays it off for Giles. Can he find something? Too easy again for Clifford. Well, there's been some good performances in pockets today for the Bulls. Cavallo's second half has been decent when he's switched sides. Just carry on here with Watson. Everyone forward. In it comes. Looking for Bickley. Looking the flick on. Bickley is there. Can he get the touch? Bickley is again marshalled away from it by a CK who's definitely been their star player this afternoon. Inside, looking for McKenzie. Can he get there? Not before Corson. Will he keep it in? Pigeon, he does. It's been good performance. Oh, and it's broken now. Chance maybe. Squared far post. Howes is there. Plucks it from the air. Now, that may be the real last chance for the Bulls here. And there has been some good performances as well from Kere, but the player of the match for the Jersey Bulls this afternoon, he's been tenacious, he's been at it, he's been busy, as the Bulls just again managed to pick the ball up, is the Bulls' number 12. It's Adam Trotter who is the player of the match for Jersey this afternoon. Well, short it goes, and there is Trotter. Can Kere deliver? Lovely ball. Watson is forward now. Quickly flicked in by Carr, looking again for the numbers forward, but the Bulls are a little bit static. And now Figueira, he's going to run away. Trotter's brilliant tackle there, sliding in. There's going to be added time. Couldn't quite see the minutes there. But there's going to be 5 minutes. Can the Bulls find a way back? Here they come, in numbers again. Mackenzie needs to keep this alive. Mackenzie does well, needs help. Who's there? LeCain, big up and under. Howes doesn't come. Asike gets there, flicks it away from Bickley. And now, still full of running is the skipper leg. Figueira clips it forward, flag is up. Bulls will need to get that ball back and put it down. Could easily see he was going to go too soon there, leg. Just carried on his run, but the ball didn't come quick enough. Bulls again. Nearly 2 minutes of the added time played. Kere again, looking forward, looking for something. Plays it short, LeCain. Now to Mackenzie, going to take on Corson, not this time. Corson does really well, will break himself. Mackenzie tracking back, doing enough to just make him turn the wrong way. And then the free kick given away in the middle. And another caution is a coming. Looks like it may well be Adam Trotter who's going to pick that up. Our referee's definitely written a name in the space on his card. Looked like it may be Trotter, but it won't matter. That ball is played forward. Hits the corner flag, goes out. LeCain will retrieve it. It will be a goal kick. It will probably be the Bulls' last chance. They're in the last chance saloon here. They've got to find something. Long ball from LeCain. Asike again does really well. Kere, Trotter again on his own, surrounded by Skerry and also Mace. Carr stays forward. Bulls have got to get hold of this. Carr it is again, trying to find a Bulls player. Good challenge by Leg, doesn't win it though. Bulls have a throw. Over 3 minutes of added time already gone. Trotter. Well, the home crowd and the home sponsors giving their player of the match to Pigeon. They must be perhaps watching a slightly different game, but he does get there this time. But CK's been really good for them as Kere. Can he find something? Kere goes for goal. Well, it's not that far away, but in the end, it is the shot, unfortunately, of a centre-back and not a centre-forward. Now, you feel now that that is probably the last chance. The Bulls are going to fall to a defeat. They're not going to come out as the victors in the Battle of Hastings this afternoon. They're going to make one more change here, Hastings. Off is going Chapman. On is coming Jamal Lubanga. He's had a decent game, Chapman. Not seen much of him second half. Not been allowed the kind of space that he had in the first. But the Bulls will again, if they can't find something in these last dying seconds, need to regroup in midweek as they face Margate next Saturday. The Seasiders are on their way to Jersey. But there still might be just something here. LeCain plays it through. Mackenzie contends that, well, it's Ritzimer who's got forward there. Bulls have a throw. Surely Johnny LeCain. It must be. One final throw of the dice, you'd think, here. Everyone has got to come forward here. Here it comes from LeCain. Headed away by Pigeon. And then Figueira. Well, Trotter does get the yellow, so it can't have been him the first time. It must have been Ritzimer. This time, Trotter does go in the book. pulling at the shirt. 5 minutes have been added. We're into the 6th minute. And this will be, you'd think, the last bit of the action. Howes will take it. He will look, you'd think, to push it to one of the corners, just to take more time off. Well, Hastings have shown that they might be below the Bulls in the league, but they know how to scrap. The referee looks at his watch. Referee going across here, hurrying Clifford along. It will be the wrong end of the pitch for the Bulls here, as Clifford throws it towards the corner. Leg can't keep it alive. Carr now. Carr needs to get the ball forward. Flicked on by Watson. Then Sunley. Bickley, nice flick. Sunley again. Good defence from the U's, but there is a bit of space for Lacane. Lacane overhits it though, just trying to take it forward. Trotter in it there with Skerry, but the ball falls and the ball is cleared anywhere. Well, the flag is up, wouldn't have mattered. There was maybe one more chance, one last chance. We've said that a few times already, but it really must be now. 7 added minutes. Van der Vliet will take it. He tries to sneak a little bit of space, takes the ball back, gets the other ball off the pitch. Will probably gain another couple of yards here, Van der Vliet, which he does. And it is Hail Mary time. Looking for Watson, cut out by Leg. Throw in again. Oh, it's kept in by Carr in the end. Launches one. Flicked on. Anyone arriving? Nobody but Howes in green. And the U's deal with it again. Another long ball forward. The referee's still not going towards the whistle. He does for that. Foul there by Carr. Is going to get a yellow card. The bookings tally increasing. The goals tally not so. Well, it hasn't been the best from the Bulls today. Hastings really have upped their game. They're not the side, and they actually aren't the side that came to Jersey in September in the FA Trophy. They only retain 3 of that squad. So some rebuilding work has clearly gone on. Pilot Field is good for the U's today, as the Bulls have to defend. Figueroa, edge of the box, just inside the box, trying to skip away. Giles does get there to Watson. The referee still with his whistle to his side. Bombing forward is Lacane now. Heavy ball, finds McKenzie though, does well. Cuts inside, McKenzie, far post. Bickley waits, hangs off. Leg takes it away, and he also takes 3 points for Hastings United, as the referee, Mr. Lamping, blows the final whistle here at the Pilot Field. The Battle of Hastings relived today between the English of Hastings United and the Old Normandy of Jersey. It wasn't the way it was 1066. It's the Hastings home side who've run out with the solitary goal from Eugene Asike on 16 minutes, turning it in from a scramble in the box. They defended resolutely from there on in. This time there was no shot in the eye for Hastings. They've gone on and they've taken all 3 points. The Bulls will quickly turn around and turn their attention to next Saturday, where the visitors will be Margate. Not been the result the Bulls players, fans and its supporters would have wanted today, but the Bulls will go again next week. We hope you've enjoyed watching it. We'll see you next time.